Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today we've got part number 84 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this one. Alright, we've got our front cover here. There. We've got our box. We've got our part here, and you can tell that this is the interior part of the door. And then we've got our magazine. Let's check out this magazine. Okay, let's check it out. So I did take a peek beforehand just so I didn't kind of fumble what the heck I was going to say. But we have a little featurette on Honda vehicles today. So just a variety of kind of Honda specific vehicles around their ages. We have the Honda Civic up there to first off, right here in the red. Sport compact car, but not really sporty. It's more just a compact car straight up. But you could see that they came in coupe too as well. And then you have the CRX too as well. That has been something that was very iconic back in the day. If you were kind of a street racer, they were affordable, kind of a little hot hatch, front wheel drive. Yeah, really cool cars. Let you read up on that if you'd like to look at it. All right, moving on. The Integra too as well, sold under the Acura brand here in the U.S., but definitely the Honda Integra as well. But I want to make sure that you guys can read that article if you would like. They do talk about the City too as well, the Honda City, which is a very, very small, compact vehicle. Probably built for more Tokyo-specific driving, where you got a really, really small wheelbase, really, really small car. Talk about the Lafarga. I don't know. I don't even know how to say this. It's almost like a Crown. The kind of almost like a luxury. You can even see a little bit of like a BMW inspiration in this one, just because of the way the headlights are built. Take a look at that. And then the front grille is obviously, change that to a BMW logo. It looks pretty similar. I'm not a BMW guy, but I can definitely see the inspiration. And Japan has always been very good or skilled at taking inspiration. And you can see the Honda Step Wagon that they made here too as well, and how many people that thing can fit. Oh my gosh, look at that interior. Very retro. And I think vans, specifically in Japan, are still extremely popular too. All right. Okay, next section is about the IST, the Toyota IST, more commonly known, and I had to look through. I was like, who made this actually? Because they didn't actually call it out. But the Toyota IST is actually a Scion XA in America. So after hearing that, I was like, oh, okay, got it. Now I understand what this was, and that actually does look like the XA too as well. It's always funny how they change names going from certain locations, and that makes sense because I think that XA sounds way more appealing to an American audience than IST, whatever that means, right? This specific model, was in production back in 2002 to 2007. It looks way more modern than that. I would say it could fit into 2020s. But definitely like 2010s, but like 2002 to 2007, I had no idea that this is that old. Look at their interior though too. It looks very modern, but maybe I don't have new cars, so maybe I'm wrong in how that actually is supposed to look. But it looks very, very modern. So, and that could just be Scion's brand in general too as well, in being able to have these vehicles look really, really modern. Yeah. Here you go, Scion XA. Pretty cool little car. Wish I could try driving one. All right. Get into the part, interior piece, building the interior. Actually, the door stop too as well. We've done this all before. Let's get through it. And then just putting the door card on, advertising the toolbox again. And then this next section, the last section again, is another drift section. And this one is about four-wheel drifting. So definitely different types of drifting and how you are able to accomplish that. I think it's extremely difficult to master something like this, especially since every vehicle is a little different. I truly do believe that people that, since drifting really was popularized, I don't know if it was invented. It probably wasn't invented in Japan, but definitely popularized in Japan. Mastering this technique and understanding the nuances of how you control it is something that I think that's very, very impressive. But different platforms too as well. So yeah, there's that, and that's the end of the book. So let's get set up, and I will get this unboxed. Okay, so starting off, we've got our interior door card, and this is indeed plastic, so you can kind of tell. Oh, this one's kind of strange. Look, I don't know what it is. Is that glue? Look at, can you see that in there? Or is that like a lube? Oh no, they lubed it. That's a lubricant they put in here, right there. You can see that, how shiny it is. I think they probably thought, hey, you know what? With these windows going up and down, and I believe this is the track that they're going to run on. They put a little lubricant or something in there. Sure looks like. See that? It's cool. You can take a look at the plastic piece here. I don't know why they put that there. But yeah, this is the interior door piece. Then we've got, grab some tweezers here. We've got our actual door stopper here. Got the place that holds the pin in for the door stop. Got our spring here, and I want to be very, very careful. Working with springs is such a sketchy situation. I'm always worried about hitting it wrong and just flying off and being gone, because that would really suck. And we've got some AP screws, and that's what we have for our part today. So we'll get set up, and as it was with last time, this is gonna be a super quick part too. So all we do is we take our little pin here, we place the spring like so on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get these screws out anyways too. Let's get this pulled out because we only have one bag of screws. I'll go ahead and zoom in too. But we're gonna be putting it right there on the panel here. I did have a little struggles trying to get this in and the spring in properly. Again, this is kind of what my fear is making sure that the spring doesn't go flying anywhere. I'm going to compress the spring a little bit just so that it gets in this little section here to hold it. It gives it a little bit of tension. Push that down just like that. Yeah, did I get that right the first time? So it looks like it could probably get pushed a little bit further in. I'll put my finger here just in case it wants to go flying. There we go. See, I have to compress it just like that. Push it down, and now we are set. Before it was like kind of one or two links was having issues getting there, but it looks like we are set now. All right, being pretty quick, I want to make sure I get this on solidly. So looks like it goes in this direction here. Just like that, I believe. Oh yeah, there's the orientation. Has retaining pieces. So even though this is technically a very, very short part, that was actually a little bit more difficult than I'd hope it be. Okay, looks like we got it set. Let's double check and make sure it functions properly. And we just push it in. And it looks like it springs back perfectly. All right. Check out the next page real quick. Oh. They just say, hey, you're done. So let's take a look. This is actually all the part. 2 screws, the spring, and the door actuator. And that is parts number 84 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. Again, I've said this through these 80 parts. There are parts like this where it's literally just one thing, 2 things. Put this in here. We're not making a tire this time, but that's it. All we had to do, 2 screws and put that together. And, it is what it is. So I want to thank you guys again for joining me today. Really do appreciate the likes and subscribes. Really hope you enjoy this. We are getting really close to getting done. So thanks again. We'll see you in part number 85. And in part number 85, you've probably already seen it already. Same thing. Window, door actuator, getting the strips on here too as well. So there's definitely going to be more this time. And getting the window actuator and getting the door really kind of built out again with the being complete. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys then. Bye for now.